Hello, Shadowhunters, Mundanes, and Downworlders, and welcome to my last discussion video of the season. Oh my gosh, can you believe the season's over already? I want more. Now. So this is my discussion video on episode 13, titled Morning Star, which, if I remember right, it has to do with the Morgenstern family. I'm just gonna go through the scenes. I'm not gonna, just in case this is the first time you've watched one of my videos, and just say how I feel. I'm gonna mention the scene, see how I feel a little bit, and then move on to the next one. I'm not gonna go overboard, but I hope you all enjoy, and thanks for watching. I feel like the lighting's really bad, y'all, because it feels like I'm in a giant shadow, and Shadow Hunter. No, I'm totally not doing that on purpose. Anyway. Okay, it opens up with Jace being angry that he didn't know that Hodge was the traitor. Hun, why would you suspect a man who has been in your life since you were a child? Nobody expects you to be perfect. Jace expects himself to be perfect, but nobody else does. So, and Clary's trying to tell him that he's not like Valentine, and he's a good man, which Jace is. It's just that Jace has no faith in himself. At this current time, he's just really at one of his lowest points. I hate seeing my Jace all in pain. I hate it. Love Jace so much, as y'all know. Thinks he should have killed Valentine. Yeah, we all do, but we all knew it wasn't gonna happen. So, you really should have gone while you had the chance. And I know in the last video I said that Clary hadn't met Valentine. Well, she talked to him briefly in one episode. That's technically not knowing him, but anyway. Yes, I'm covering my own booty. What? It's me job. And then, Jace thinks that Valentine's right about him being weak and blah blah. Don't listen to a word Valentine says. He's wrong about everything. Except for the clay being assholes. But, excuse me. I didn't mean for that to slip out. And I can't beat myself, so let's just forget I did that. Yeah. And Claire's telling him that they're the same, and Jason's like, no, we're not. You were raised by Jocelyn, and I was raised by Valentine, and a pair of baby booties isn't going to change. I'm going, oh my gosh, I love you to death, Jace, but I want to give you a swift kick in your butt right now until I can kick some sense into your blonde head. Because he's driving me nuts. Well, I hate when Jace is so full of self-doubt, and he thinks that the weight of the world, literally that kid is the weight of the world is on his shoulders at all times, and he thinks that he has to fix everything, and everything's his fault, and anyway. And then, Clary convinces, Jace to go, ask Simon for help to set up a meeting so they can talk to Camille about the Book of White. I don't I know they wanted to make Simon look different than he was when he was in Mundane and all that, but I don't like the whole black on black thing. That's not Simon. Just have him wear his slogan, t-shirts and his jeans. That's Simon. Just because he's a vampire, he's the same person, just different diet. He shouldn't have to change his wardrobe. I miss the shirts Born in Brooklyn and all the other, shirts he has. Anyway, enough about my fashion talk for the week. I don't even like fashion. I mean, it's necessary, but anyway. Get back on the track. Get back on the track. Let's see, where am I? That helps me think. Maybe. Simon agrees to help, of course, because, he'd do anything for Clary, just like Jace would. Then Alec tries to talk to his mom, or like to call her Queen Witch. Oh, like, I'm ashamed, you had to, do that in front of everybody, blah, blah, blah. Oh. But yet you're less ashamed about being part of the circle. No. I think his... I don't remember in the books if his parents reacted the same or different, because on the show, Robert's trying to be understanding and Maris is just being witchy. But anyway, oh my gosh, I would just totally look, I'm moving out, I'm moving in with Magnus, I don't care if we just started dating, I don't want to live here with you two. It's like, no. But anyway, if I was Alec, that's what I would do, but the Institute's huge. You think you could be in a room, like, one half of the Institute and not even see the people on the other half for a month if you didn't want to, but I don't know the layout. There might be certain rooms where you have to see each other, like, with the kitchen and library and stuff, but... Okay, next scene is, oh, yeah. Oh, wait, before I go on to the next scene. But Magnus has a reputation and they don't want that to stain the Lightwood name. I'm like, oh, please, Magnus is... Okay, he's done some slightly questionable things, but nothing hurtful or harmful or malicious, so... Get off your high horse. I mean, like Alex said, just get over it. Plus, Alec is... he's not a kid anymore. He can do what he wants. Anyway. And Alex says he wants to go thank Lydia, who's, as far as he knows, is getting ready to go back to Idris, which I think we'll see next season. Interesting how they'll make that look compared to, what we know it as, so. Hope that they don't, make it too futuristic, because it's supposed to, it doesn't even have, you can't even have, a television in Idris, because it wouldn't work, so it's like, I know they modernized the Institute, but I just hope with Idris they kind of keep it more true to the books. I think they should cater to the book readers more so than the new fans, because the new fans can play catch up or go to Wikipedia or whatever. We make a majority of the audience. I'm just saying. I mean, I love the characters, and that's why I keep watching, because I just accept that the TV show's different than the books. I mean, it's just the way it is. That's what all adaptations are. I just don't get the point of watching a show that irritates you so much that you rant and rave about it every week. Just don't watch it. Just reread the books or write fanfiction, read fanfiction, whatever you want to do. But I just don't get the point of watching shows just so you can make fun of it and then make a video about it. But, to each their own, but I just don't get the point of that. I mean, I know it's not perfect, but it's not awful either. It's gotten so much better since, episode 4 on. I've seen the improvement all around. I've seen the improvement, so. And with each season we get, it's going to get better. And if there's something going on that we don't like, then we can let the freaking producers know. I mean, Twitter and other, social media stuff, we can make our voices heard if need be, so. And then Max is waiting for Alec after he's done talking to his parents. And Max is asked him how bad it was, and Alec was saying it was not good, not fun at all. Basically, I'm paraphrasing. I'm not going to go word for word because this video is already going to be long enough. And then Alec and Magnus talk. Mag tells him to give them time, and Alec is basically saying it's easy for you to say since you're immortal. And Magnus asks him if he regrets the kiss, and Alec kind of like avoids the question like big time, major time, and I could see the hurt in Magnus' eyes. Oh my gosh. Quit hurting Magnus. Seriously, this is the first time he's opened up in over 100 years. And you know that. And you know he's immortal when you started falling for each other. So you shouldn't have let it get this far if you were going to have problems with it. Or, I know this doesn't happen, but I'm just saying. Hypothetically, Alec could become like a vampire or whatever and be immortal along with Magnus. I mean, Alec would never do that, but if you want to get technical, you could be with Magnus forever. You just don't want to. Excuse me. Okay. I'm going to ranting and the raving, aren't I? Yes. Let's see, and then they move on to the topic of the first date, which we didn't get to see, but we haven't really seen Jason Clary go on a date either, so. And yet again, I want Sizzy. I'm just saying, I do. They need to cut down a certain plot twist down a lot from the books so we can get our Clace back and we can get Sizzy started. I thought they were going to start, like they were hinting at it earlier, like when the show started, and then they kind of just went on this whole Melioran route, which I was like, oh my gosh, no. No. I don't care if they quickened, like made Sizzy happen sooner than the books. So look at well, I'll get to it later in this discussion about something. They moved up a couple of books that they shortened from when it was in the book. So they can do that with a certain other plot twist that they just introduced. I'm just saying. Hope I'm making sense. Please. Okay. And then both of them go talk to Lydia, and they see her on the floor, and Magnus lets Alec know that she's okay. And all Lydia says is, Hodge! She woke up just enough to say that. And let's see. Oh, and then we go to Clary and Jace elsewhere in the Institute, and Clary asks how Lydia is, and then they check the cameras, see if they can find anything about who knocked Lydia out. Of course, they discover it's Hodge. And, of course, all of them are like, especially Izzy, Alec, and Will Jace to a certain extent, are like, how could Hodge do this to us? I mean, it would be like having the wind knocked out of you. A guy who you trusted and, loved like family would just do that for you, all for his freaking freedom. Yet again, why would he trust Valentine to honor his word at all? Why? He lies about everything. Hello? Villain. Anyway. How do you really feel? Yeah, I'm so shy and reserved when it comes to this show, or these books. Anyway, and, they were saying that Jace thinks the Lightwoods gave Hodge the ring. It's kind of like the fairy ring in the books, but not. It was similar, but not the same. But then they figure out that the Forsaken attack really wasn't an attack, but it was somebody to get him and then sneak the ring into Hodge so he could talk to Valentine and blah, 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 blah. You see how excited I am about that part of the episode? And let's see, and then, you know, of course, Izzy standing up for her parents. And see then, and Hodge delivers the cup to Valentine's thanks for his freedom. Let's see how well that worked out. Yeah, it didn't. Then there's a random vat of blood on the pier. Is he friends with some vampires that gave him some blood? He hates Downworld or something. Anyway, and he uses the cup to purify the blood. I don't know what that was supposed to prove exactly. And why they're having it where Valentine's army is a bunch of new Nymphlum / Shadowhunters instead of demons, because in the spoilers for City of Ashes. Hand up. If you haven't read City of Ashes and you don't want any spoilers. I know I've given spoilers before, but this is a real big spoiler. Valentine's army is demons. He uses cup to control the demons and the demon army to go against the Clave and so forth and so on. Why the show's going that route? Probably because they don't want to make a bunch of CGI demons. I don't know. Anyway, spoilers over. Hand going down, 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 down. There we go. This is gonna be such a long video. Anyway, where was I? Oh, okay. Then we go. And why is Valentine turning middle-aged men into Shadowhunters? Why you think he'd go for a younger, more spry group of people instead of any old random person he finds? But anyway, Clary, is questioning Jace and about him and Alec going to confront Hodge by themselves without more backup. I kind of agree with that, but we all know that Jace gets impulsive at times. He kind of just goes in guns blazing, so to speak. Though he does have the skill to back it up, but it doesn't mean he shouldn't ask for help from time to time. And Clary wants Jace to talk to her. Of course, being the stubborn donkey that he is, he's not going to talk to her. Even though at the non-wedding, he said he was going to try to talk to her, but he really hasn't done a very good job of that so far. Anyway. Claire tells him to think instead of, think with a clear head instead of his emotions, blah, blah, blah. She said she didn't care what anybody thought, as long as she found her mom when she was searching for justice. I don't think that's exactly 100% true, but I know she's trying to give Jace a pep talk and all, so. Anyway, Jace wants to wake Jocelyn up because he thinks, that she could help, defeat Valentine because, that's one of Valentine's only weaknesses is Jocelyn. Okay, tell him, don't let Valentine poison you. And he's like, you don't get it. And it's well, then talk to her. Oh my gosh, that's so hard to do. Talk to each other. Oh my gosh. What a new concept. All aboard the sarcasm train. Choo-choo. Anyway, and Alex thinks they should call Magnus for help, and this is wow, this is innuendo central right about now with this line. When Alex tells Jesse he thinks they should, contact Magnus for help in tracking Hodge. And Jace tells him to stop thinking with his still eye. I'm like, oh my god. That's just about when Ox said that, thought that Jace, was only green to do what Clary wanted to get in her pants. I'm like, oh my gosh, you two, stop it. It's a family show. That is all. Not that I'm way over the legal adult age by quite a few years. But I'm just saying for younger viewers. I mean, not that it was like too raunchy, it wasn't, but it was like... Okay, and then there's more than one way to trek, and Jace calls Luke, and Luke's feeling guilty that he didn't see this whole thing with Hodge coming. Gee, Jason, Luke has something in common other than their love for Clary. And Luke orders the pack to go find Hodge and bring him back alive, and not to kill him. That would be the whole purpose of bringing him back alive. Yes, I know. Sorry. Valentine's putting circle runes on all the new Shadowhunters. Then he tells one of the newbies to go find Clarissa and Jonathan. I'm sorry, but it's Clary and Jace. Jace is not Jonathan. We all know who Jonathan really is, and it's not Jace. Spoiler, spoiler, spoiler. Jace isn't Jonathan. Valentine doesn't want Hodge with him because, we're so quick to, you'll betray anybody, for the cup or whatever reasons you don't have any, like, loyalty. Why would I... If somebody offers you a better deal, you'll take it, so why would I want you with my army? And it's like... Valentine kind of made sense. That's scary. Oh, I'm wearing my I'm Not a Mundane shirt. Like I wore my first couple of videos, so... Anyhow. I mean... I don't have the funds to be spending, like, what, $26, and then after shipping, $30-some for a t-shirt that says the same thing from Redbubble or Cafe Press or whatever. It's like, no, why can't we get my own cheaper? It may not look as good, but it's, like, way cheaper, and I can, if I need to, I can always make a new one, so... Anyway, off on that little tangent. Hey, it was Shadowhunter related, so there you go. Next scene. Okay. And Hodge is like, oh, I'll have to run for the clear forever. I'm going, oh, Hodge, maybe you should have thought of this before you put all your faith in Valentine. And then, Claire needs to go talk to Raphael at Hotel Dumont. I thought it was Dumont, but some places says Dumont, some says Dumort. I'd have to read the books again, or maybe got changed halfway through. I don't know. Because I was reading one of the Bane Chronicle ones, and it said like there was no R in it. It was just Dumont, so okay, and then the wolves go looking for Hodge, and then Jace attacks Hodge and kicks his ass. What? But before that, he's like, before the fight, Jace's like, You're family, how could you do this to us? We trusted you. And Hodge going, oh, I wasn't part of the family, I was a prisoner, blah, blah, yada, 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 yada. Oh, yeah, you poor baby, you were stuck in a humongous institute with everything you could ever freaking want in life. You just couldn't go outside. There's worse prisons you could have had, okay? Shut your pie hole. And it's really not worth you betraying Jace and Izzy and Alec, who, the Light was made a deal, with Hodge and all that thing, so you wouldn't go to prison, but etc., etc. But those kids trusted in him with everything they had, and he just threw that away. So he deserved the ass kicking that Jace gave him. I know that Jace was afraid he was dark because the whole Valentine thing, and he never truly went dark though. In this episode, he just went complete dark side. Like, I'm gonna chop your hand off and then I'm gonna kill you. I'm like, oh my god, Jace wouldn't do that. Oh, but of course Alec, comes in and wrestles them to the ground and stops them. Well, like, he didn't go that dark. And why Hodge didn't just go over and grab his hand so he could reattach it, I don't know. And then Jace gets the ring from his hand and talks to Valentine, who's given all this, the usual BS and all that. And Jace's like, I would never kill innocent people, and Valentine's like, not yet. I'm like, we're like you and me. And Jace's like, the cup destroys more than it creates. Our job is to protect the mundanes. And I'm coming for you. We have unfinished business. Valentine is. Yep, exactly. And then go back to the hotel. And Izzy is just distracting as usual. And Simon sneaks Clary back to Camille in a coffin, which was kind of a clever idea. Letting Camille free, that's when it became not clever. I would think there would be another way to find the book, other than letting that evil vampire witch loose. And destroying your alliance with the vampires. Yeah. Not the best idea. And Isabel tries to whip Raphael, and of course Raphael's fast because he's a vampire. And he's like, typical Shadowhunter, always underestimating downworlders and all that. It's like, or vampires, And then, of course, as I said earlier, Alex stops Jace from killing Hodge. He's like, what are you going to do? Kill every ex-Circle member and our parents? And Reese and Robert aren't my parents. Oh my gosh, what are you, 5? Yes, they are. They're the ones that raised you. I mean, they were in your life just as long as Valentine, if not a little longer, so Jace, stop it. And I was like, they are your parents. And Luke calls for a pickup because, they got Hodge. And then Luke and Alec are talking. And Luke asks Alec how Hodge is doing. And he's going to be fine. And Alec tells him he's worried about Jace. And here's where Luke pisses me off. And, Alec is saying how Valentine is messed with his head. And Luke thinks Jace is turning into Valentine. I'm like, no, he's not. He's like the complete opposite of Valentine. Oh my god. I love when Alec said, Jace isn't Valentine, that's freaking right. Oh my gosh, Luke. And Luke's like, not yet. I'm like, never. Never gonna happen. Jace is never gonna be evil. Oh, and then, of course, Camille thinks that Simon came for her and blah, blah, blah. You don't want to stick me, do you? And Sam's like, says, no, but Simon wouldn't want to stick anybody unless he had to. He's not a violent type. She acts like, oh, well, I'm your sire, so you would, or your master, so you don't want to stab me. And Claire's like, I do. Like, you go, girl. Yeah, I'm a big dork. Whatever. Of course, she won't help them unless they help her, escape. And Alec calls Jace asking him what he's doing, and Jace, of course, wants to make everybody think that he's, doubting himself and he's evil, turning, becoming dark, and he's going to set up a battle. This is all set up for Jace's plan. He wants to make everybody think that's what he wants to do. He doesn't want anybody to question anything, so he can go along with his plan to get Valentine. And Jace asks Alec to watch over Clary, and Alec tries to talk him out of his plan, and Jace wants Alec to believe, he's gone dark. Jace tortures Hodge for Valentine's location. I'm going, too dark, too dark, too dark. Oh my gosh, you're going too dark. Jace never went this hardcore in the books. I mean, like, no, don't ruin my Jace. Please, just don't do it, okay? Don't. Clary, Sam, and Camille try to leave, and of course Raphael and his minions catch him, and Isabel comes to the rescue. They broke another wall in the hotel. I don't know how they keep repairing the wall, and then they keep breaking holes. It's always it seems like the same room. It's always an outside wall, obviously, but and Isabel's like, typical vampires, always underestimating Shadowhunters. That was a little funny. Let's see. Then Camille asks Simon to sign papers so she won't get in trouble for turning him. Blood oath, saying he acts to be changed. I'm like, F you, witch! That would be me. I'd be like, Clary wants to kill her. Well, who doesn't? Then they go to Magnus for the contract. Since when is Magnus a magical lawyer? I don't know. He's so not happy to see you. You just see this look on Magnus' face the entire time Camille's there. It's like, oh my gosh, it's so funny. And then Claire and Simon talk about how this when they're talking about Jocelyn, how Jocelyn's been like a second mother to Simon, and how he's doing this. He's willing to sign the contract only so they can get the book and therefore wake up Jocelyn. And then let's see. And of course Camille's trying to get to Magnus and egging him on and trying to get rile him up and stuff. And he said he doesn't feel anything for her. And then love never dies. And then she's like, love is fleeting. Max is wearing lipstick. Why? I don't know. Maybe some gloss would be okay, but the lipstick's a little much. Not that it's important, but I'm just saying. You wouldn't know what to do with it if you found it, or have you already, or has you already found love? Let me just reword that, because that just was not coming out of my mouth correctly. And then, of course, since Camille hears Alec and Izzy coming, she kisses Magnus to cause trouble, because apparently she has maturity level of a child. And Max is like, well, this is awkward. And Alec just wants to know, where the book is, and Magnus used that, really gaudy looking ring finger. And he's like, and pointing over at Camille, so Alec can see. That was hilarious. And then when they leave the room, Magnus uses that ring, that ring, and just you hear this metal on metal. It's like he flips Camille off as he leaves the room. I still wanted to high five him on that. That was Oh my god, I love that. And Clary asks about Hodge, and Alec tells her what happened, and then she asks about Jace, and we need to find Jace, and we all know this. And Alex said, well, Jason wants to stay on mission, or on point, you know, which is true. And Camille tries to get Simon to sign the contract before they go to her place to get the book. I don't think so. God, no. And then, Valentine taunts Jace and threatens all his loved ones. Typical villain MO. And then Jace calls to warn Clary that, you know, that Valentine, you know, could be coming for her, and she should, you know, get away from Camille's place. And how I still don't get how Valentine's making portals. He does only warlocks can make portals. They can at least explain how Valentine does it. I don't care if he's doing it as long as they give us like how. I don't know, like explanation of some sort would be nice. And then of course Claire's like, no, I have to get the book, I'm too close, blah blah blah. Well, if Valentine comes and gets you, then the book won't do any good, will it? Should have listened to Jace, Clary. Should have listened to Jace. And then in the elevator, the whole group's like in the elevator, and just like Magnus can't get out of that elevator fast enough. He's like, oh my god, get me away from her, get me away from her, get me away from her. Look on his face. It's like, oh my gosh. And then she has her own place, so she doesn't have to follow all the rules that are at Hotel du Mort. And of course, Camille doesn't know where the book is. What a shocker. And Claire calls Jace back. And of course, like I said, you know, Jace is warning her about Valentine, which that happened after they got to her apartment. Sorry for the mess up. And then Valentine arrives. Oh my gosh, I am so shocked. Valentine holds the team hostage because apparently Warlock and 3 highly trained Shadowhunters and can't defeat some new Shadowhunters with no training. Yeah, I don't get it either. And Valentine's like, I'll kill your friends if you don't come with me. Blah, 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 blah. Loved ones make you weak. Blah, 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 Valentine. Claire tries to reason with him, like, that's gonna work. If I go with you, you promise not to hurt them. And Valentine's like, you have my word. Your word means nothing. And Jace looks at Claire and says, I'm sorry. You're not like him. And he's like, you don't know that. And she goes, Claire knows you better than anybody, Jace. Practically anybody. She does know you. Better than you know yourself. And it's like, Jace just looks at her the entire time he's walking through the portal, and it's like, yeah. Yeah. And then, in the next scene, you know, at the Institute, we have to find Jace, and Claire has faith in him, of course, as she should, as anybody should, that knows him. Sam tries to lighten the mood, and he's like, love makes you stronger. We'll save him, I promise. And I love you, Claire. And Claire says, I love you back, but she didn't mean it like that. So don't get your happy little feelers up, Simon. She just means as a friend. She's not like all of a sudden in love with you. No. Then Magnus tries to explain the whole Camille situation with Alec, and Alec, being the giant whiny beep baby that he is, like, I'm being all so insecure about my immortal boyfriend. Excuse me. And so begins the BS of Alec. Yep, Alec is BS, yep. Luke interrupts, and then they go wake up Jocelyn. 2 books early, people! They can wake Jocelyn up this early, they can end this stupid incest storyline in like 5 episodes, and then we can move on from that crappy plot twist. I'm sorry, Miss Cassie, but crappy plot twist. It's only crap because well, it just in general is crappy, but like I keep saying, I knew it was BS the entire time, so I just kept going, okay, this will be wrapped up in City of Ashes, and you go, I read City of Ashes, and you go, okay, it'll be wrapped up in City of Glass. And, what do you mean I have to wait almost to the end of the... Yeah. And, of course, Jocelyn, Luke catches her after she wakes up, and she hugs Luke, and then she goes and hugs Claire, and she wants to, like, apologize for lying to her, like, her whole life, which, as she should, but Claire's like, no, I just need my mom to, we can talk about this later. And then Valentine and his minions on the Freitor. Not a demon army. Jace has a plan. I know it. We all know it. And that is my last lovely discussion about Shadowhunters. Hope most of that was enjoyable. Maybe some of you agree with me. That would be cool if we could talk about the show or books, characters, whichever. And till next time, peace.